My brother donated his kidney to a stranger in 2019. Our father has been on the dialysis waiting list since 2017. I found the donor registry records last month in his desk. My father is 71 and has been on the kidney transplant list 6 years. He dialyzes 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 a.m. He's been waiting without complaint, which is the most my father would do. Last month, I was helping him sort his tax files when I found a printout in the back of his accordion folder. My brother's name, a donor registry form, a match date of October 2019. Joel is 39 and lives 40 minutes away. We're close the way brothers are when the easy stuff stays easy. He coached my son's team in 2022, shows up to things without being asked. He'd had a minor surgery in late 2019, said he'd had a hernia repaired and needed a week. I drove him to the hospital and picked him up after. He'd been quiet on the way home, but I thought that was the anesthesia. I should have wondered more. The printout matched Joel's blood type to a 54-year-old man in Cleveland. Living donor non-directed, meaning he'd donated to a stranger through the paired exchange program. I found the follow-up paperwork clipped behind it. Post-donation health check, February 2020. Joel in good health. I photocopied everything and put it back where I'd found it. I drove home without telling my father. I needed to ask my brother first. He answered on the first ring. I said I found the paperwork in Dad's folder. He said I wasn't supposed to find that. I asked if he'd told anyone. He said not the family, no. The hospital had sent a follow-up form to his mailing address, which was still Dad's house at the time. Dad had opened it before Joel could intercept it. Joel had asked him not to say anything. Dad had kept the secret 2 years. I drove to Joel's. He made coffee like we had time. I sat across from him and asked why he hadn't donated to our father directly. He said he'd tried, tested in 2018, wasn't a match. He said he'd found out about paired exchange through the transplant team. Donating to a stranger through the program could move Dad up the priority list. He said it did move him, by 14 months. I asked why he hadn't told us what he was doing. He said he didn't want anyone talking him out of it. That if he'd told me, I'd have said it was too much. I said I would have said that because it is a lot to carry alone. He said he wasn't carrying anything. The surgery had gone fine, and a man in Cleveland was alive. I asked about the scar from the hernia. He looked at his hands, said there was no hernia, said he'd needed a story that wouldn't raise questions. I went to my father the next day. He was making lunch. I put the paperwork on the counter. He said he'd known 2 years. I asked why he hadn't said anything. He said Joel had asked him not to. I asked if he'd thanked his own son. He looked at the counter, said he'd tried once and Joel had stopped him, said he didn't need thanking. My father said, "He sounds like you." I didn't know what to do with that. My father is still on the list. The paired exchange moved him forward, but there are no guarantees. Joel went to a dialysis appointment with him in February, first time any of us had gone on a Monday. My father asked why he was there. Joel said he had the morning free. They sat for 4 hours while my father was hooked up, and Joel read a magazine he'd brought without being asked. I haven't told my mother. She'd want to thank him, and he'd hate that. Last week, my son asked why Uncle Joel had a scar on his side. Joel said old sports injury. My son nodded and went back to his game. I looked at Joel across the room and he looked back. Neither of us said a thing.